Ever wondered what would happen if the Little Mermaid story wasn't about chasing a prince, but about saving her home? What if Ariel, the curious, vibrant princess of the deep, found her calling not on land, but in the very waters she was born to? Let's dive into a new kind of fairy tale. One where our favorite mermaid becomes a hero for our planet. Imagine the world beneath the waves, not just as a kingdom of song and dance, but as a delicate ecosystem teetering on the brink. Ariel, with her bright eyes and even brighter spirit, sees more than just shimmering coral. She sees the plastic bags that drift like sinister jellyfish, the murky clouds of chemicals that poison the kelp forests, and the discarded nets that ensnare her friends. This isn't the magical world she was promised. It's a world in trouble. Her collection of human treasures, those dinglehoppers and snarfblats, are no longer just quirky curiosities. They are clues. Clues to a world above that is careless. A world that doesn't understand the consequences of its actions, but instead of yearning to join that world, a different desire sparks within her. A fierce, protective fire. This is her home. These are her people, and she will not let them fade away. So, our story begins. Ariel, Princess of Atlantica, trades her dreams of walking on land for a mission to heal the sea. She swims through the once vibrant reefs, now pale and ghostly, and her heart aches. She sees a sea turtle, ancient and wise, struggling against a plastic ring, and she rushes to its side, carefully cutting it free. In that moment, her destiny is sealed. She is no longer just a princess, she is a guardian. But this is a task too big for one mermaid alone. Ariel knows she needs a team. Who does she turn to? Her best friend, Flounder, of course. He might be a bit of a scaredy cat, but his loyalty is as deep as the ocean itself. He becomes her chief spotter, his big eyes perfect for finding creatures in distress and locating the worst of the pollution hotspots. And Sebastian? The ever-fussy, rule-loving crab. His initial reaction is chaos. Ariel, what are you doing? This is not a princess's duty. Leave this mess too. Well, someone else. But when he sees the genuine passion in her eyes and witnesses the harm firsthand, his perspective shifts. His organizational skills and his ability to rally the other crustaceans become invaluable. He becomes the team's strategist, directing legions of crabs to snip away at tangled nets and clear debris from the ocean floor. Scuttle, the delightfully misinformed seagull, becomes their eyes in the sky. He may still call a fork a dink, but he reports on the strange objects falling from the big boats and the slick, dark patches spreading on the water's surface. He's their early warning system, a bridge between the world above and the world below, even if his translations are a little creative. Together, they form the Ocean Guardians. Their first mission, the Great Barrier Reef of Atlantica. It was once a kaleidoscope of color, teeming with life. Now, it's becoming a boneyard. Ariel leads the charge. She teaches a school of parrotfish how to gently nibble away the harmful algae that smothers the coral, helping it breathe again. Flounder guides lost clownfish back to the safety of their anemone homes, which the team has painstakingly cleared of plastic litter. Sebastian, with a newfound sense of purpose, conducts an orchestra of cleanup. He has crabs snipping, shrimp sifting, and even octopuses using their many arms to collect scattered trash into woven seaweed baskets. It's a symphony of restoration, and the reef slowly, painstakingly, begins to show signs of life. A patch of coral regains its rosy hue. A family of seahorses returns to a clean patch of seagrass. Their work doesn't stop there. They encounter a pod of dolphins confused and disoriented by underwater noise pollution from shipping lanes. Ariel, remembering the beautiful songs of her people, works with the dolphins to create new navigational clicks and whistles, guiding them through safer, quieter channels. She shows them how to use the ocean's natural currents to travel with less effort, avoiding the deafening roar of the propellers above. One of their biggest challenges comes in the form of the gloom, a vast, swirling gyre of human garbage in a remote part of the ocean. It's a dead zone, a plastic soup where no life can thrive. Other sea creatures call it the forsaken place and warn Ariel to stay away. But where they see a wasteland, Ariel sees a challenge. She sees potential, leading her ocean guardians. She devises a brilliant plan. They work with a giant sperm whale, whose powerful sonar can map the densest areas of the gloom. Then, they recruit armies of filter feeders, like manta rays and whale sharks. By swimming in formation, these gentle giants begin to filter the microplastics from the water, guided by Ariel and her team. It's a slow, grueling process, but it's a start. They show that even the most devastated parts of the ocean are not beyond hope. Throughout her journey, Ariel learns a profound lesson. The human world isn't inherently evil, just unaware. She realizes that anger and resentment won't solve the problem. Education will. So, she begins to leave messages for the world above. She and her team arrange colorful shells on the beaches to spell out "Help our home." They guide sea turtles to lay their eggs on the cleanest, safest shores, a silent plea for humans to protect these nesting grounds. She even finds a way to communicate with a kind lighthouse keeper on the shore, using shimmering schools of fish to create patterns in the water that tell a story of a suffering sea. The keeper, understanding the message, starts a local beach cleanup initiative. Inspired by the mysterious signals from the deep, a connection is made, not through a magic spell to get legs, but through a shared love for the world we all inhabit. This version of Ariel teaches us something vital. It shows kids, and adults too, that you don't need magic to be a hero. You just need courage, compassion, and the will to act. Every small effort matters. Every piece of trash picked up, every bit of water conserved, every person educated, it all adds up. Ariel's team proves that teamwork and dedication can turn the tide on pollution. Her story becomes a legend in the ocean, whispered from the coral reefs to the deepest trenches. She is Ariel, the ocean guardian, the princess who chose to save her world over chasing another one. She found her true love, not in a prince, but in the vibrant, living, breathing ocean itself. And her happily ever after isn't a wedding in a castle, but the sight of a clear, thriving sea, full of life and color, a home she fought for and saved. So, the next time you're near the water, think of Ariel and her ocean guardians. Think about the world beneath the waves, and how our actions up here affect it down there. Ariel's story reminds us that we can all be guardians, we can all be heroes for our planet. Her tale is no longer just a fairy tale. It's an inspiration, a call to action for every single one of us. Thank you so much for watching and diving into this new story with me. What do you think of this eco-warrior Ariel? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more reimaginings of our favorite tailies. See you next time.